Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy, and today we are talking about the Warp Talons. I love the Warp Talons to bits. I think they're one of the best units in the game, even though the models are showing their age. Yeah, especially the Chaos. Yeah, if you want good Warp Talons or good jump packs for Chaos, go over to the Loyalist side and pick up some regular jump pack dudes. Because these sculpts are old, however, I still think they kind of hold up, especially if you're after that mutated, demonic look. But if you're not, then just go over to regular jump packs and get a couple of them, that's fine. Or hell, use Harken World Claimer as a sergeant, because you can no longer take a Chaos Lord with jump pack unless it's a Legends entry. Yeah, Chaos are stronger, but the creativity side of it's gone downhill somewhat. However, I do love Warp Talons. Just because I don't have them. I have special Night Lord Raptors that a friend of mine gave. But I do like Warp Talons. I think they look sick, and though they don't fit with my army because my army's all Mark III and Mark IV Horus Heresy heavy armor era, they look cool, and hell, they would fit right at home with Emperor's Children, or just any army with a bunch of mutated Space Marines, or just mutated mutants. Well done, Synergy, you fucking idiot. Mutated mutants, yes. That's a stupid sentence. I meant mutated cultists. God, I can be stupid sometimes. What do you know I mean sometimes? I'm always stupid. Anyway, regardless, I do like the kit. The kit is very nice because you can build them as Warp Talons, but they're also Raptors as well. So you do get options here. You're not limited, and I do recommend picking up this box. However, if you want them to look less mutated, then just go over and get some Loyalist jump packs. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, the models are old, but they still hold up. However, why I wanted to talk about them is the rules. The Warp Talons are incredibly underrated, and I need to show you why. Just let me jump to the rules real quick. So, these are the rules for the Warp Talons, and looking at their stats, you might be thinking, why am I hiding the amount of attacks they have if you go up here, if you can get past all the pop-ups? Well, that's because they've got 5 attacks, or 6 attacks with a champion, and that's 5 attacks each. That is just brilliant. With 4 of them, you're doing 20 attacks. With the champion, you're doing 26 attacks, hitting on 3s. They're so good. They're so goddamn good, and I love them. Their movement is 12, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3. Not that you'll use it because I can't take guns. Strength 4, toughness 4, 2 wounds each. Just these attacks, man. These attacks are fucking amazing. There is nothing more joyous in life than sending these bastards right up the front just to murder a squad of sisters. Granted, I got tabled, but the first turn I had, they just went up the board and ripped apart some sisters. In fact, like an entire squad of sisters. It was glorious, though I'm terrible at the game. It was really fun because they just rip everything apart, and they've got a 5-up invulnerable save, which again is so good. It's so goddamn good. And also, they've got Warp Strike as well. Yeah, you can just deep strike these fuckers if you so desire. Also, Warp Flames, which saves me a stratagem because you can spend a stratagem on them to make sure that your enemy doesn't run away. Or you can do Warp Flames where you roll off, and if you win, your opponent cannot fall back. I have trapped many an Ultramarine doing this, and it is glorious. Also, another thing I need to add, let the galaxy burn. It's just so good. Let the galaxy burn. If you get Wanton Slaughter, yeah, 6s generate extra hits. It's so good. It's so good. You just zoom up there and just slice everyone to death, and then you fly away or you die. It's all good. I love it. Also, you can combine it with the Night Lord stratagem. What was it? In Midnight Clad, you're -1 to hit. It's just brilliant. It's just so good. Why wouldn't you ever bring... Oh, why don't people bring these more? They're just wonderful. Yes, you can have a bolt pistol and chainsword if you desire. But guess what? You're going to use them in melee anyway, so you might as well get Warp Talons. 5 attacks apiece, 5 up demon save, Warp Strike, you can stop your opponent running away. They are just perfect, and I love them. Also, they have got the demon keyword, which is understandable. I didn't realise they had the demon keyword because I used the codex, and I thought it was like regular, I thought it was regular raptors where they don't have the, where it's regular raptors where they don't have the demon keyword, but they do. So that is something to remember for next time. Not that it mattered, I still got tabled, and it wouldn't have done anything else because sisters do a lot of mortal wounds, so yeah, it's just handy that I remember that for next time. Anyway, Warp Talons, just so good. So good. Also, if you play World Eaters, then you get another armor penetration. There is so many things you can do with these things. I love them. I love them to bits. Why wouldn't you ever not bring them? There's so many. They are so durable and so flexible with their play style and everything. Granted, their play style is very simplistic, but then again, I am very simplistic. Also, the Warp Claws, you can re-roll wound rolls, which is just brilliant. Re-rolling wound rolls is always fun. AP -2, damage 1, but you've got so many attacks. You got so many attacks. It just, it's just great. It's just great. You just become one big butcher, and I love it, and I want more of these. I want 50 of them. I want 1,000,000 of them. I want an entire regiment of nothing but Warp Talons to ruin the fun for everyone. What's that? You want to run away? You can't. You're going to get skinned. They are so goddamn good, and I fucking love them. And I'm glad they're buffed. And I know 10th edition is on the way, which means there'll probably be another reset, but just these rules, man. They are just brilliant. Even if you... I mean, yeah, why don't people bring more of them? Yes, raptors can bring guns, but who cares when you've got 5 attacks apiece and 6 attacks? The reason I said you get 26 attacks is because I only bring 5. However, you can bring a maximum of 9 with you. 9 of them. You can have a squad of 10. You can have a squad of 10 doing 50 attacks. Or 51 attacks if you want to be pedantic. That is a lot of dice. You can deep strike them and just blitz everyone. They are fantastic and so goddamn underrated. Anyway, I have been Idiotic Synergy, and I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, then press like. I'm not your dad. I don't know what to say at the end of these things. But remember, take care, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Stay safe.